Alright, hey there guys. I got some good news today and I have some bad news. Let's get into it. Alright, right now I'm heading to the John Deere dealership, grab a couple pallets of bale wrap because that's part of the good news. I'm going to be able to make bales today. The grass dried out just enough. But there's also a bit more of bad news. I've checked to see how much my liquid fertilizer order is going to cost me, and it's about $42,000. And as you can see, I don't exactly have that much money in my bank account at the moment. So the hope is today we're able to make enough bales to sell some and head up to that mark of at least $42,000, and I'd like to have a bit of money left over. I'm just driving at the John Deere dealership. Got quite a bit of machinery. Once we have a bit more money, we might come back, see what they have to offer, but yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Alright, as you can see, I got the bale wrap in the bed of my truck. Heading back to the farm right now. I'm going to try to get all the equipment out, get started windrowing, because I believe my order of liquid fertilizer is supposed to arrive later today. It's arriving today, and I need to get the money to pay the bills soon. Alright, just back at the farm now, got the bale wrap. Now I'm gonna head over, start windrowing all the grass patch that I cut about a week ago now. They've dried up quite a bit, and hopefully we're gonna be able to make some money today. Another thing that I did forget to mention earlier is I went to fill up this tractor after I finished cutting on the hay, and I did see that I was running a bit low on fuel, so I did need to fill up my fuel tanks. That did cost me about $2,000. Just out at the patches of field right now. Got my Farm King windrower. It also tends at the same time out, making some nice rows. Happy looking, the grass looking like good quality. Dried up quite a bit in the past week or so. So hopefully we'll be able to make quite a bit of money back, since we're going to need it, since we haven't even bought the herbicide yet. If you guys are enjoying the video, if you could maybe consider liking and even just possibly subscribing, that'd help me out a ton. And I just realized that I ordered the fuel for the fuel barrel since I went to fill up my tractor and it was running low, but never actually filled up the tractor with the fuel I bought to fuel up the tractor. Well, at least on a better note, I did check the prices online of the local animal dealers and such that would be willing to buy my hay, and the prices didn't look too bad compared to other parts of the state, but we'll see. Hopefully we're able to make some good money off of this hay. I think after I finish this grass pasture, I'm gonna head over to the shop, rearrange a bit of things, get ready for the delivery, since they should be here in about an hour and a half. So just to be ready in case they come a bit early, and I'm not sure how long actually it's going to take me. So alright, so I just finished these two grass pastures. I'm gonna put the tractor down for a second, go rearrange my main heated shop to get ready for the delivery. Should be here. I got a call from them. They said they were about 15-20 minutes early, so they should be here in a bit less than an hour maybe. So I'm gonna get a move on things. I do know I want to stack them on the shelves back here, so I know the skid steer, I'm gonna use them to unload it. I'm gonna use the bale in a bit, so I'm gonna take that out right now. I think I'll move the combine up a bit, and I think that should be good. Yeah, already just moving the combine up a bit creates quite a bit of space. I believe I have 13 pallets coming. So yeah, I'll get the bale out of the way and the other accessories for the skid steer, and that should be good. There we go, we were able to grab it just on the pallet forks right there. I believe I'll put it right over here for the time being. I don't really use this side door much, usually in the middle of harvest, in the middle of planting, when a lot of things are moving. Alright, just finished moving everything around. I did push the planter back just a bit with the 8320R was just right there. I moved the skid steer accessories right over there and brought the baler up. I'm going to use it. I don't think I'll be able to use it before the delivery arrives, but I'll see how things go. A bit later in the morning, I did run to the house eat a bit, get a late breakfast in, as I didn't eat much when I woke up. I wasn't that hungry. So right now I'm heading to the last grass pasture. It's right over here, and hopefully I'll be able to get it all windrowed and tedded up before the delivery arrives. Hold up, aren't they supposed to arrive soon? I've got to get back. Well, that just slipped in my mind right there. They're supposed to arrive any minute now. I'm glad I'm just finished up, but I wish I was there. Because I don't want them to be sitting around and then call me and say, "Where you at? You're supposed to be here already." So hopefully I'm going to be able to finish in time. I've just got to finish the sides, and then I'm going to run over quickly. If I'm being honest, it completely slipped my mind. So hopefully I'm not keeping them waiting. Just finished up right here, and since I'm right next to the farm, really just across that creek in the tree line, should be able to get there in no time. Alright, yeah, just pulling around to the farm. They're not here yet. Glad I didn't keep them waiting, but should be here any minute now. So I'm gonna get ready, get in the skid steer, and I'll see you guys once I start unloading. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. Alright, they arrived here not long ago. I had to sign a bit of paperwork. The driver of the truck went around the corner to answer a phone call. And I think I underestimated how much 13 pallets are for the storage. So, I'm gonna take a look. I should be alright to store all of them, but yeah. For now, I'm going to store them underground right here. Don't want to put them on the shelf just yet because I'm going to use most of them in the coming week or 2 weeks. I am wondering if taking 2 pallets at a time would be fast or possible at all. But something's telling me that that's not a good idea. I'm not sure why. I do know that the driver told me that it was a bit in a rush, so I'm gonna try to not take too long. I have been seeing more and more guys in the region starting to use tender trailers, whole flat deck trailers like that with large tanks that you can put all your liquid application in. That sounds really nice actually. I have a smaller tender trailer, one that I pull behind my truck. Not the same thing at all. Maybe in the future, if we get more friends and the farm keeps growing, hopefully. On a good note, I think I am almost, and I have 2 pallets left to unload, and then the driver will be on his way, and I'll be back to, I think, baling now. I'm going to put 2 new bale twines into the baler, check out, make everything's ready. But other than that, I think that's it. We'll be able to start baling today. And possibly spraying. We'll see how the day goes if we have time later today. And that should be the last of it. All unloaded, the driver should be ready to be on his way. I'll go talk to him, and then we'll get back to baling. Now, with the skid steer all stored away, all the pallets nice and packed, and the driver onto its next delivery, I think it's time for a bit of baling. Gonna go put the rake back, going to grab the baler out, load it up, make sure everything's set, and we'll check back in with you guys. Alright, the baler's all set up, the bale net in there. Should be all folded out. Gonna do a last check, just quickly. Then we'll lower it and get to work. Walked around it quickly before I connected it to the tractor. Everything looked good. All the belts tensioned, all the springs good, none snapped. No tires blown by goddamn rocks, but yeah. So I think that means we are good to go. Bales aren't getting made as fast as I'd like, but we'll see how many we get in the end. We're going to get about 2 bales for this small grass pasture. It is our smallest, so hopefully the others will do better. If I'm correct, each bale is about 1100 liters of hay. There should be good money for each bale. We'll see when we get to selling them. I know I am keeping track of how many bales I make in total, so at the end I'll be able to have a round count, and have an idea about how many I want to keep, how many I want to sell. Because I know, even though we have a decent sized cattle operation, we only have about 50 head of cattle. It's on the lower end for this part of the county, but still they don't eat as much hay as other breeds. I have Angus and as much hay as other farms that have quite a bit more of cattle than me. Hopefully we'll be able to expand the cattle operation in the near future. Maybe put up another pen or something. We'll see how the finances go. Well, we also have another option. Well, we also have the option of going to the banks for loans. What are banks made for? Speaking of banks, we are currently working through a loan. $250,000 and our payments about $7,000, 400 a month. So not the biggest loan payment. I do want to, at the end of the year when we sell all our grain, if we can do a bigger payment, get the loan paid off entirely, but I doubt that. We'll see. So I am working through that loan at the moment. That loan is pretty much to the farm, so that's when I took over. I saw we had that loan, so I was only made aware of the loan when I actually talked to my dad, talked to my grandpa, and took over pretty much the farming operation. I believe it's for our, I'm trying to remember what they told me it was for. It was for a couple of things. It was an operating loan, I believe. But I mean, it's not the worst loan ever compared to some of my neighbors I've heard. I am glad that most of our equipment is paid off, except for, I believe, possibly the combine and my newer Adar. I believe that's it. But most of the equipment I own outright, since for a while, at the end of my dad operating the farm, he didn't size up much. He focused on paying everything off and then passed on to me. I'm gonna look to possibly expand the farm, as I talked about, cattle operation, getting more land, getting newer equipment, but we'll see with the years. I am surprised and also happy. We've had quite a few bales. We're pretty much getting one bale per pass, so that's gonna give us quite a bit of bales. I'm quite happy actually. I'm missing a couple pieces, but we'll just say that's fertilizer for the next cutting. That's what we'll say. I'm not missing. I don't think I'm going to get to spraying today. Possibly. We'll see how long this takes me, because I know I also want to sell a couple of our bales, so maybe in the next episode. I know I want to at least set everything up for spraying, so I can get a good head start on that, because if I'm being honest, spraying, not my favorite job to be honest, but we have to do it. We don't have the best spraying equipment. I believe we have a 24-meter pull behind. I think I'll use the 8110, possibly the 8R, I'll see. They both have road crop tires, so we're able to do it quite easily. Alright, I'm actually quite surprised at the amount of bales. This is giving me hope that we can pay for our liquid fertilizer and possibly some herbicide in the future. As much as I want to keep a couple of the bales, part of me is saying just go sell them all, because I think I'll be okay with the bales I have until next cutting, because I do have quite a couple. They don't go through the bales too fast, and I don't really want to buy bales when I do my own haying, baling and all that, and then I run out of hay halfway through to the next cutting. It's a bit insulting, to be honest. We'll see what I decide to do. I'm interested to see if you guys can try to guess how many bales I've done so far. Give you a quick look around. I know someone's probably gonna pause the video, go count them all. It's fine. I'm wondering how many bales you guys think I've done so far. And we're now on our last patch / field. I was surprised because I've been counting how many bales I've been doing. It looks like a lot more than it actually is. We'll see how much money we were able to get for them. Damn it, I forgot to fuel the tractor again. I said to myself, right before I switch to baling, after the fertilizer guy leaves, I'm gonna fuel the tractor. Did I do it? No. have to do it. Okay, right after this, I'm going to fuel the tractor because I don't want tomorrow to go try to start the tractor and then it's dead out of fuel. You guys can scream at me if I forget to do it again. Alright, that should be it. We got all the bales made. And now for the final count. Drumroll please. 23 bales. That's it? I honestly thought we had more bales made. Oh boy. Let me do some quick calculations and I'll come back to you guys with a number of how many we're gonna keep. Alright, after some rough calculations, if we would sell all our bales right now, we'd get approximately $34,000. That'd be really good, but I do want to keep a couple bales. I was thinking of keeping 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm going to keep 4 bales and then sell the rest. So I'm not sure how much that's gonna bring it down to, but I'm going to head over and get everything set up, start loading up the bales. So before I go and get the bale trailer out, I'm going to pick a few bales and put them into storage. I don't need to put them on the bale trailer just to bring them a couple of 100 feet to the bale storage area. Alright, we have 2 bales set in here. I think I'm gonna go out to get 2 more and then that should be good. I'm gonna start loading them in the trailer. That's right there. Number 1 and number 2. We're just not going to comment about the fact that it's half falling off. And there we go, that should be good. We got 4 extra bales. Now I'm going to turn around and then back in to connect with the trailer and start loading the trailer. And we'll leave the trailer right there as we go to load the bales up. I do find that the bales are quite large compared to the trailer. You might have a couple of trailer loads to bring in. Alright, got 4 bales on. And another 4 placed right there. I think in total I'm going to be able to get about 12 on there, I think. Same time I don't want to get pulled over by the trooper pulling them down the highway. That wouldn't be fun. At the end I'm gonna end up with 1 full trailer load from just these 2 grass pastures. I think I'm going to get 2 trailer loads, max 3, but I really doubt it. As I don't remember exactly how many bales I had in the second one. And there we go, a full trailer load of hay ready to be sold. Now I'm going to park up the tractor right here in the yard for now. Hop in my truck and then go sell the load of bales. Remember to close the gate so that our load doesn't go flying everywhere. And try to not break our windshield with the bale spikes. We've thrown a couple straps on the bale load and now we're heading to the animal dealer of the county. We're going to be buying our hay today. Don't mind if the bales are jumping around a bit. It's the farms and physics that are a bit messed up at the moment. And this is actually our local co-op. Just right there, the Quanta, that's where we got our liquid fertilizer from and where we will get our herbicide from later on in the year. This is also where we're going to be selling our corn in the fall, or maybe also the winter, depending on the prices. I've talked to the manager and he wants us to pull around back to the bale. And right here should be where we park up. Perfect. 13,000 for, let's call it $14,000. Not bad, if I'm being honest, not bad for a single trailer load. Now let's go back and see how many more we can get. As we get back to the farm, we'll pull directly into a third and final pasture. I don't remember exactly how many bales we have. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 bales or so. Just got back in the tractor, now we're going to start loading up some more bales. My plan for the time being is to pay off the liquid fertilizer bill and then do some custom haying work in the coming weeks hopefully, so that we can pay for the herbicide bill. While I was at the animal dealer selling my last load of bales, I did talk to their manager there. They gave me names of a couple of people in the area that I could possibly talk to about doing some custom hay job, so you guys will probably see that in the coming episodes. Alright, we just loaded the last few bales into the trailer. We're gonna drive the tractor back to the farm, then hop into the truck, sell the last load. In the coming days, I know I'm gonna do a bit of equipment shuffling as I need to get access to that sprayer in the back, also the tender trailer right there I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna do a couple tractor shuffles in the coming few days. I'm gonna throw a couple straps on the bales so we don't want them flying off, as this is literally what is going to let us pay for the fertilizer and the herbicide bill. Alright, just arriving back at the co-op, talked to the manager right before I left, told him I'd come back for another load of bales. He told me I could go straight to the back and get unloaded. Pull around to the side, get here, I should start getting perfect. That brings our bank account up to $54,000. Hopefully that'll be okay to last us until we can get some extra income in. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to pull over one moment, give a call to my banker, let them know funds available, and send it over to pay the liquid fertilizer bill. As you guys can see in the top right, just paid the liquid fertilizer bill, $41,000. That takes a big chunk out of my account, down to $13,000. Anyways, I think that's going to be all the time we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. My bank account definitely did not enjoy this episode too much, but I think we'll be able to make it through. Anyways, really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.